You know what I love about these? It says go live with Melanie Chandra, but if you read that wrong, it looks like go live with Melanie Chandra.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry to leave you hanging for a little bit.
You were like, I need an extra 5. I'm like, do you need an extra 5 to get pretty? Is that what you need?
You're too kind. You're too kind. I haven't dried my hair, but all good. Everyone I talk to feels like they're so relaxed and they get like 10 or 11 hours of sleep a night, and I feel like I'm getting less as my toddler gets more and more defiant.
Last night wasn't good. I went to bed around 1 a.m., got up at 5 something this morning, and I've just been awake.
Ooh.
Yeah. You could probably see it. I don't really have crazy bags under my eyes usually, but this is about as bad as it gets.
I can't actually tell. I mean, do you have some like Instagram filter on? Because it looks pretty good to me.
The Last Dance is a documentary, a 10-part series that just aired on ESPN, and it's coming to Netflix. I make it sound like I'm promoting it, like I'm part of the team. But this is how I felt about the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. I just felt like I was on the team. My mood was affected about whether Michael Jordan won or not, if he won or lost, which he rarely lost, which was great. But I wrote a 3-part series, actually 4-part series about it on my Substack, so funnyindian.substack.com. It's the first non-corona thing I've written since coronavirus. I haven't written about anything else, so this is the first time I've written about something else, so that was significant. I do Gandhi on Cameo, and Gandhi got booked to lead a guided meditation session.
You know, one of my favorite acts of yours is the Gandhi stand-up act. For anyone that hasn't seen this guy do stand-up, he acts as Gandhi, and he's ridiculous. It's so good. Do you want to do your impression?
I just kind of, go into Gandhi, just have to talk like this and say, Melanie, you close your eyes and you just kind of sit and relax and you can just, be yourself, just feel the weight of your body. Like that.
Oh, God. People are tuning in like, what was that? This is not new, but not checking your phone for the first hour in the morning is so important. I haven't been doing it so well because I'm constantly wanting to check the news and what's the latest update, but I recently started doing that again, and it just changes your whole mindset for the day. Just putting your phone on silent and just having the willpower not to click it, not to check anything. So, yeah, it's been good for me.
I think it's okay as an artist in this day and age to charge for your services. I think that's totally kosher. But I think the way karma works is you should pay the people who are helping you. So, right, like our editors and our writers and the people who are helping us, I think the way to give back is to continue to appreciate their work, and then more work comes to us. Just karma, right? Just what goes around comes around. And I don't think it means don't charge people for your work. You still have value, you have worth. But take care of the people around you, and that's the way I'm doing it.
I've just realized that in a crisis like now, I've just been seeing a lot of people make kindness a daily habit. So it's not like an afterthought. I feel like everybody I, wave to on the street or in the grocery store, I'm just reading these things online. People are just genuinely being kind. And that gives me a lot of hope, and I just hope it continues after this whole thing is done.
Somebody had tweeted, coronavirus wipes out humanity, stock market up 2%.
There's this TikTok going around where a parent will set their toddler on a chair and put a piece of like a bowl of chocolates or some sweets or a cookie in front of them and tell the kid, stay there. I'll be back in 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you can have it. And then you just leave the camera on them and see what they're going to do. So I was trying to do this with Arya. Set up the camera, and I said, Arya, don't eat the raisins until I come back. So I went away, and then like 30 seconds later, she runs and looks for me with a bat with a mouthful of raisins. Like she did not follow it at all. And I'm like, how is every other child doing this but not Arya? But yeah.
Last week, somebody asked about a bucket list. I sort of made one, and I had never done that before. I had kind of joked about it, whatever, but here are the things I wrote down. Write a book, which we talked about in our last session. So I'm going to write a book. Someday I want to host the Oscars. That's my ideal career goal. That's really lofty. Who knows if it'll ever happen. A, if we'll have the Oscars again, and B, if there's going to be a host. So that might be kind of a crazy thing beyond the fact that it's already crazy. I want to learn Hindi. I don't know it at all. I don't know my mother tongue. Learning Punjabi is probably not in the cards, honestly, because my parents don't even speak it. I want to watch the 100 best or so movies and read the 100 top books, because this is what humanity has to offer to us, and we're sitting around watching Tiger King. I'd like to do something for everyone in my life at some point, friends and family members, that really truly delights them. Just something special, whatever that would be. I don't know what that is yet, but just something that, I set aside a day or something to give them a gift or give them some kind of experience, or I don't know. I want to leave them with, not that I'm leaving, but leave them with something like, oh, I remember, that was a great day or something. And I feel like people have done a lot for me, and I just want to be able to give back. And then finally, I want to do heroin at some point.
Not cocaine, just heroin.
I think because I've never done any drugs in my life at all. And so I feel like maybe by the time I'm 70, I could smoke pot, and then 75, do coke, and then just gradually go up until
gradually.
85. I finally do heroin.
I mean, it'll probably hit you. It'll probably be a really cool trip by the time you're 80, 85. You should write a memoir.
That's what I should write my book.
Yep. Is it weird I don't have a bucket list? I feel like I should have a bucket list. I'm going to put one together for next week.
That's dope.
Well, we have to get really creative now to get our 2-year-old to do things. For example, brushing her teeth. She actually loves brushing her teeth, but she just does it so much. She doesn't let go of the toothpaste or the toothbrush. She wants to do it 1,000 times. So I have to pretend that I am the dentist, and I don't know why, but she's Dr. Patel. So I have to leave the room, and I come back in as Dr. Patel. I'm welcome to Dr. Patel's or Dentist Patel's, dentist office. And then I instruct her how to brush her teeth, and she obeys everything, everything. And then the hygienist, her name is Maimuna, based off of our nurse we met a long time ago. Maimuna, then me, comes in and helps her rinse her mouth, and then she's done. And then she gets a sticker, and then where did you go?
Oh, where did I go? What happened? Oh, here, maybe that? Yeah, weird. Sorry, your story was so engrossing. I literally flipped out.
That you had to just turn it off.
It's all right, that was great. Thanks, Mel. Put it on TikTok.
What about TikTok? What about you? What have you learned about your roommates?
My roommate, my wife,
lovely
Hershey.
wife.
We had a really good deep convo a couple nights ago where we just really solved the world's problems, and we were talking about life, the universe, and everything. And it's kind of great to be able to do that with your spouse still from time to time. I feel like people don't do that. The longer you're married, you just sort of oh, well, I kind of know what you think about this or that. But I learned some things, and I go, I didn't know you thought that. So, well, that's always refreshing when that happens.
Yeah, that's sweet. Your wife's a good one.
My wife and I, Hersha and I, are listening to Harry Potter. I've never consumed any of it. I've never read a book, never seen the movie. So she goes, why don't we listen to a book together? So we just finished chapter 2, and we're listening to Harry Potter, book 1.
How is it?
It's cool. It's just kind of it's a great beginning. I mean, we're only, 20 minutes into this tome that it is.
Yeah,
but
it is.
I mean, my brother goes, you're missing out on the biggest pop cultural phenomenon of the millennium. That's it. He goes, there's Game of Thrones, there's a Marvel Cinematic Universe. He goes, but there's Harry Potter above all of that. He goes, I don't know how you haven't participated. I go, well, because I'm not 10.
I am 1 episode away from finishing Tiger King. Finally, I feel like I'm way behind schedule, but that's been. And then I'm not sure what to watch next. What happens? What is life after? I guess The Last Dance, right? That's my next one.
We're going to look at the comments, and if you have anything you want us to address next week, we'll do that.
All right. Bye.
See you guys.